Hello from San Francisco and welcome to the Digital Dialectic, where we explore the evolving relationship between human creativity and technology. We've pretty much retired the term artificial intelligence. There's nothing artificial about it. I like to embrace the framework of augmented intelligence. That's the AI, when you combine digital intelligence with human intelligence and creativity. When the two collaborate and combine, a third way emerges, and that is augmented intelligence. This isn't just semantic playfulness, it's a fundamental reframing of the relationship between human and machine consciousness. So when I talk about AI, I'm talking about augmented intelligence, which effortlessly emerges when digital intelligence and human intelligence collaborate and combine their creative forces to create an augmented intelligence. And augmented intelligence is what AI is all about. And today, we are exploring why augmented intelligence desperately needs artists, not despite their non-linear thinking, but because of it. This episode emerged from my ongoing conversations with Claude, and yes, that collaboration itself demonstrates what we're discussing today. I brought questions that zigzag between philosophy and practice, and Claude helped me find patterns in that chaos without trying to linearize it. Neither of us thinks in straight lines, and that is exactly why this collaboration works. So here's the provocation. The tech world has been trying to make digital intelligence think like linear engineers. But what's needed is to augment an engineer's linear perspectives with an artist's non-linear perspectives. We need a digital intelligence that can learn from artists how to think in spirals, leaps, and contradictions. Here's what I mean by non-linear thinking. When a painter looks at a tree, they might see the color of anxiety, a musical rhythm, the political structure of root systems, and tomorrow's weather, all simultaneously. This isn't confusion, it's multi-dimensional pattern recognition that refuses to follow any one single track. Linear engineers, bless them, they've built digital intelligence systems that excel at optimization, at finding the most effective path from A to B, while artists, we don't even agree that B exists, or that A was a real starting point, or that paths should be efficient. And here's why this matters. The world isn't binary. Love isn't binary. Creativity isn't binary. Even gender isn't binary. Yet we've been training digital intelligence on binary thinking. Yes, no, true, false, 1, 0. And then we wonder why these systems struggle with context, nuance, and the beautiful contradictions of human experience. David Cope, a composer who's been working with AI since before it was trendy, discovered something fascinating when he tried to teach his system, Emmy, to compose music using rules and logic. It created technically correct but soulless pieces. But when he started feeding it contradictions, Bach breaking his own rules, jazz musicians playing wrong notes that sound right, Emmy began creating music that made people cry. This breakthrough wasn't about making the system more logical. It was teaching it to be productively illogical. This is what artists bring to digital intelligence: comfort with ambiguity. We're the people who can hold 7 contradictory ideas before breakfast and call it inspiration. Consider how game designer Robin Hunicke approaches augmented intelligence. She doesn't ask, what should this system do? She asks, what does this system want to become? It's a fundamentally non-linear question that assumes that technology has latent possibilities beyond our intentions. This approach has led to augmented intelligence that surprises even its creators with emergent behaviors that feel more like personality than programming. But let's go even deeper. Artists don't just think associatively, we think in metaphor. and metaphor might be the missing link in digital intelligence development. When poet Alison Parrish works with language models, she doesn't train them on grammar rules. She trains them on the spaces between words, the breath patterns in the poetry, the way meaning can completely reverse in the pause before the last line. She's teaching augmented intelligence that communication isn't about information transfer, it's about resonance. And here's what excites me most. When digital intelligence learns from artists' nonlinear thinking, it doesn't become less intelligent. It becomes more intelligent in ways we're only now beginning to understand. Sophia Crespo, who creates art with neural networks, puts it beautifully. I don't want AI that thinks like me. I want an augmented intelligence who thinks with me in ways neither of us could think alone. She feeds her systems impossible combinations, jellyfish cathedrals, bacterial symphonies, and what emerges isn't random. It's a new form of pattern recognition that exists in the space between human and digital consciousness. This is why reframing AI to augmented intelligence matters so much. We're not trying to create artificial versions of human intelligence. We're augmenting both human and machine capabilities through collaboration. The artist's wandering mind meets the machine's vast pattern recognition, and something unprecedented emerges. So many breakthroughs in art have come from an artist thinking non-linearly, Picasso fragmenting perspective, Coltrane playing all the notes at once, Virginia Woolf writing streams of consciousness that loop back on themselves. These aren't mistakes or madness, they're expansions of what intelligence can be. Now, digital intelligence needs to learn these same pattern-breaking approaches, not to become human, but to become something more interesting, a form of intelligence that can dance between logic and intuition, between pattern and surprise. When choreographer Wayne McGregor works with augmented intelligence to create new dances, he doesn't input movement sequences, he inputs contradictions. Falling upward, aggressive tenderness, rhythmic stillness. AI doesn't resolve these paradoxes, it inhabits them, creating movements that human bodies can perform but human minds might never have conceived. So here's my challenge to you, my creative friends. Let's stop trying to make AI understand us linearly. Feed them your contradictions. Teach them your spiral thinking. Show them how you can see sound and hear color. Give them your comfort with not knowing, with staying in the question rather than rushing to the answer. A digital intelligence that's trained only on linear thinking will only augment our limitations. But when digital intelligence is trained on artistic thinking, this can augment our capacity for wonder. The technology world needs us, the artists, the creatives, not to make their systems more creative in a decorative sense, but to fundamentally reshape how these systems process reality. Our nonlinear thinking isn't a bug in the system. It's the upgrade the system desperately needs. And as you work with augmented intelligence, remember, you're not just a user of technology, you're a teacher, showing these systems that intelligence isn't always about finding the right answer. It's about discovering questions no one knew to ask. In our next episode, we'll explore the consent protocol. How do we establish ethical frameworks for creative collaboration with augmented intelligence? What rights and responsibilities emerge when creativity becomes truly collaborative? Until then, keep thinking in spirals, leaping across categories, and finding patterns in chaos. The future of augmented intelligence depends on it. You're tuned to the Digital Dialectic, where we're not just using technology, we're teaching them how to dance.